G'day everybody, my name is Harry and today I'm going to be teaching you exactly how to take better pictures in Roblox, how to make your pictures look good and how to make them look as good as these ones here. So it's pretty simple. There's a lot of big mistakes people make when they make pictures. These pictures are all good. A lot of people make very easy mistakes that can be fixed, but I'm going to be teaching you how to take good pictures like this one so you can use them as your thumbnails for your game or just to make good pictures or whatever. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get the angle right. So down in this picture, the camera is down low. Keep the camera relatively low. Most of these pictures have a low or just above, not too low. This is probably a bit too low, maybe a bit higher like this one. So lower towards the middle is the best probably angle to take your pictures. And you want to zoom in like a tiny little bit to make your picture look good. Now I'll go into a game in a second and I'll show you exactly how to use Freecam, how to make the Freecam look really good. But another thing you want to do is you want to make your pictures look very clear. So don't have things in the way. I will show you an example of what not to do very soon. For this one, I probably would have zoomed in a bit more. The background's a bit too wide, whereas this one, it's got the picture in focus, it's very clear, and it's very high quality. Now, if we move down to these ones, you'll be able to see that first impression, it's very dark and you can't tell what's going on. So if you want to make a good picture, make sure the lighting is right as well. So you want to make sure the lighting is right and you want to make sure the focus is right. So in this one, I probably would have changed the lighting to maybe a daytime, and I would have put the focus on I would have taken it from around this angle here and then pointed the camera that way. So that way you can see the truck, you can see the people and what's going on. There's no barrier in the way if you're taking it from that angle. And then you've probably got a nicer background over this way than here because you can't really see anything in the background. So another thing is the background, you need to make sure it's not just bare bones. So in this background there's dirt. It's not very appealing to the eye. And really the first impressions to these couple of pictures are not great. You have to figure out what's going on. You have to zoom in, or you have to look closely because it's so hard to see. You got to make sure the lighting is good, the clarity is good, and you got to know what's going on in the picture. So for this one, the set. So the set in this picture is probably not good. So this one's probably just telling us, wow, you can place cones and you can take a picture of it. Wow, that's amazing. And that's not really what we want to show off when we take pictures. When we show off, we want to show off our skills and the actual subject of the picture, sorry. So the subject of this picture, I'm not sure if it's the floodlights, I'm not sure if it's the traffic cones, I'm not sure if it's the road, and I'm not sure if it's the car either. So you need to make sure that you pick one subject or maybe have another secondary subject off to the side, but you need to have one main subject zoomed in. So for this picture, I probably would have done it at a lower angle. It's decent lighting because you've got the floodlights there, but I would have probably rearranged the cones to make it look a bit more realistic because I don't think people are going to place this many cones in real life. And I would have taken it from over there, pointing at the car here, so that way you're able to see the actual car and you can still see the cones and the road and the light, and it still would have looked pretty nice. And don't forget to take it from a lower angle and zoom in a little bit. So we'll go into a testing branch here. So this is the game I work on. I'm the head developer of it. I've got about 15 developers. So to take a good picture, what we got to do is we find our subject. So our subject is going to be this sign. So say we wanted to take a picture like that other guy did, right? So I want to take a picture like this. Time 20. Nice and dark. Oh, it doesn't work. Time 20. It's broken. Time 20. No, it's broken. Okay. I guess that's okay. But we want to make sure the lighting's good. Now this isn't too bad, but I would probably go from a lower angle so that way you can see the background more. From a primary subject would be the emergency sign here. The secondary subject in this picture would be the hospital in the background. So that's what I mean when you can have two subjects in the picture, but you have to have one more visible. And if I just had it like this, then it's like, am I looking at the sign, the tree, or the hospital? What am I looking at? So it's pretty hard to tell unless you have nice big clear picture, low angle, decent lighting. I probably would have preferred the sun shining on this sign at an angle from somewhere else, but we can't change the lighting at the moment. Another thing you want to do is you want to make sure, go into your settings and you enable enable shadows, so toggle global shadows. If your game doesn't have this, it should be okay. They're probably enabled automatically, and you want to make sure you're on max graphics. So if you try to take a picture like this, it's not going to be good because you don't have as much detail. Even this, not as much detail. This, not too bad, but still not as much detail as you would find on the max setting. So you want to make sure you have shadows enabled and the max setting enabled as well. So that's how you take good pictures on Roblox. I'll take another picture here. If we go, not this angle, probably this angle. I'd prefer to have the sun shining on me a bit better. Maybe even try a higher angle. Still wouldn't even look good here. I would probably move my character around, find where the sun hits me best, because you got to make sure your character is nice and bright. You got to make sure the subject in your picture is visible. So you got to make sure it's clear, pretty much. So that's how you take good pictures on Roblox, and I hope you learned something from this video.